Hey guys, it's Mash here, and today I'm going to be talking about what I think is one of the best money making methods in all of Hypixel Skyblock. Grinding money in Skyblock is pretty hard, and there's a bunch of different methods of making money. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you one of the best money making methods I found out, and how you can adapt it for every update, and how you can make more profit based on the update. One thing I would caution you about this money making method is that it's not always foolproof. Usually, if a lot of people see it, it might become bad, but it also might become better. I'll try to explain what I mean by that, but don't get your hopes too high up. But you likely will still be able to make a lot of money, even if the method becomes known. But before I get into the video, please consider subscribing if you do end up enjoying my Skyblock videos. I'm going to be uploading another Skyblock money making or something along the lines tomorrow. So if you enjoy these type of videos, please consider subscribing to support the channel. And back to the video. So this money making method is pretty simple. It revolves around using the auction house and pets and the bit shop. So it's pretty simple. What you have to do is first you would have to locate a pet. The pet you choose doesn't matter too much, but I have some suggestions. First of all, you want to make sure this pet is in high demand and a lot of people want it. The higher in demand this pet is, the more profitable the method will be. Obviously now, there's not many pets that are in very high demand, but when a new update comes out, especially with a different skill, it usually causes one pet to go up in price a lot. So for example, with the enchanting update, the guardian pet up went a lot. And when the guardian pet was very stimulated and the market of guardian pets was big, this was the best time to use this money making method, and that's when I made the most money off it. But here you can still make money, it's just a little harder and longer. So let's go start this off and pick a pet. In this case, as I said before, we'll choose the guardian. So if you go to the guardian and we sort by lowest price, and make sure you start with the lowest rarity. So you want to buy it at the lowest possible rarity you can, but you want to make sure you're not getting scammed. Because for some pets, for some unknown reason, common is more expensive than uncommon. In the case of a guardian pet, a lowest price for common is 280k, and lowest price for an uncommon is 420k. One thing I'd recommend is looking at the difference in price between common and uncommon. In this case, common is 280 and then I said 420, so that's about 140k difference. I'd recommend there to be at least about 200k difference. If there isn't, I'd recommend getting the uncommon. So in this case, because we got a 100k difference, we're gonna pick the uncommon. So we buy this uncommon for 420k. So then we go and we have this uncommon guardian pet. So the next thing we do is we go to cat. So now that we're in cat, we can go and we can see the price to upgrade it. So here you can see that it would cost us 99k coins to upgrade this, and it would take us 6 hours. So we can put this in here, start it for 99k, bring our total to 520k. So we can either wait there, or we can go and we can go to the bit shop and we can buy yourself a cat flower. So that's one way to do it, or you can just do it like most people do it, which is with the AH. Because we're looking at money, you want to do it with the AH so we get a better look at how much it costs. So we search up a cat flower and just refresh this. So now if we go, we should be able to see cat flowers, and they're about 125k. This is normal price, so we get 125k, and if we go, we can give it to her, and we got rare guardian. So if you remember the price we bought the uncommon, it was about 420k. Then we added 100k to upgrade it, so that brings us to 520k. And then we add another 100k, that brings us to 620k. So that's basically how much it costed us to get this pet all the way to a rare. So in total, about 650k I would say is a reasonable price. So now, if we go to the AH, we can go and look at the prices of a guardian pet that is rarity of rare. So looking at that, we can see that it's about 880k, and I told you that it only costed us about 650k to make, which you can see there's a pretty good profit margin. So if I go onto the H and I put this for 800, and I always recommend putting it just one coin lower than the highest. Maybe for pets it's worth dropping down a little based on levels, but because the lowest level there was level 1, it's better to just undercut by one coin. And now we place this there, and once this sells, we'll make a pretty good profit. So I'm not even kidding, literally like only a few minutes, not even a minute later, like 20 or 30 seconds later, it actually sold. You can even see on the timer over here, if you do the calculations and stuff, you'll see that it only took me like 20 seconds and this thing sold. So now I grab the money and I basically profit a free 220k for basically like a few minutes of work. One thing you should remember is that this was just an example using the guardian pet. I'm not saying to use the guardian pet, but it's just a proof of concept. So in this case, we saw with the guardian pet we can make 250k profit, but I know for sure there are better pets to do this with. I'm not going to reveal them so they don't lose all their profit, but with a little bit of digging, it shouldn't take you that long to find out what pet I'm talking about. Another thing you should think about is the fact that when you level up a pet, the price to upgrade actually gets cheaper. So if you upgrade a pet, it actually changes the price, because the higher the level, the lower the price. There's some formula that goes with it, which I kind of forgot about, but you can go and search that up on the forums or something and you'll probably find it. But if you are willing to waste a bit more time, it could actually be very much worth it to go and maybe put an XP share on, let's say, some random pet that you're leveling up. So say you're doing enchanting and you already have a level 100 guardian pet. What you should do is go and get a common guardian pet, slap an XP share on that, and then level it up and use Sky Trip to check when that pet that is level 100 common has enough XP so that when you upgrade it all the way to legendary, it will still keep level 100. And after you know that is true, you go and you upgrade it all the way to legendary, and you'll already make such a big profit from the fact that it's level 100, and even more profit from the fact that you got to upgrade it, and even more profit from the fact that you got to upgrade it cheaper than most people because you leveled it up to 100. Finally, I want to see how fast I can go grab a pet, upgrade it, and sell it on the AH4, so you can get a decent look into how much money you will be making an hour if you could sell all of these pets. One thing I did is I just deposited my balance, so I had 45 million, so it's easier to see the profit we make. Now let's see how long it takes. You can also see a timer over here, which I'll be using to time how long it takes me. So that ended up taking me about 64 seconds to do that entire thing, and now you can see about less than a minute it sold, and we can see that in my purse we made about 195,000 coins in profit, or 196,000 coins. So 64 seconds is about 1 minute. So this is meaning we're gonna get about 200,000 coins every single minute, which is pretty insane. If you multiply this by 60 minutes, which is in 1 hour, you're getting about 12 million coins an hour. This is not the most realistic because you're probably gonna mess up in something, or if you flood the market too hard, it's gonna end up just crashing the prices and nothing's gonna sell. But it is a proof of concept to show that you can theoretically make 12 million coins with this method. But more realistically, you might make 4 or even 6 or even more, like 7 or 8 million coins an hour.